Well, Homebrew Wednesday. Well, not quite as a Homebrew Sunday, but quite when I'll get a chance to post this, I don't know. But I think it's been a couple of weeks, if not more, since the last one. Getting a little bit harder to find the time to keep up with everyone's videos. Plus, we've got all these new guys that have joined the BrewTube ranks. So your old what do you call it? Your feed, it gets quite full of videos. If I can merge this next segment in with my editing software. I have a new phone, or I've had it a while, but so we'll see if the little bit of video I'm now about to shoot or have shot, and oh fuck it, I'll just put the bit in. Right, just going to attempt to wire up this little controller. Got live coming in from the mains at the plug socket. Done a splice there. That's going to go in terminal 2 and then loop across to the power feed, and then one there is out, has got to go back to that, which in turn runs the compressor and the little motor. As you can see, we've cut in a control panel, so see what happens. Okay, so that's part one. We've got the live through, looping back to the power control side, and we just need to put a neutral in there and the load on this side. Well, it's all done. I just got to put the cover plate back on. Using the neutrals in, loop the live through, and the load. It's got to find somewhere to house the sensor. I'm going to put some silicone on it just to improve the little bit of resin that's on there. I'm not quite entirely convinced they're 100% waterproof. If not, we'll have to change the sensor to something a little bit better, as it should travel down inside that tube and sit in there, but that ain't going to go in there, so we're just going to cable tie it on the side there. Right, so finished now, test run. Just calibrated it, 3.8 versus 4. Wiring's all done and taped up out of the way. Probe runs under the mastic. You might not be able to see that there very clear, but it's down in there. A little bit of extra silicone, put it in some heat shrink, cable tied it to the old probe housing. And I've just got this one there, the temperature gauge. So we're just set it up to -2.5 to 6, which is the old thermostat setting, so we've gone as close as we can with this. So it's just a matter of running it and seeing what happens, and then just making any slight adjustments we need. Well, she just hit -2, ran for a couple of minutes and then shut down. So we're full of ice. Obviously the agitator pump should still be going round, so would probably take a bit longer than it has. And obviously you don't want too much build up because your sidewalls would bulge out, but yeah, looks like it does the job. God, done that fucking bloke waffle. Oh no, it's me. Yeah, so providing that little segment just worked, the Bearline chiller is now reassembled and in working condition with a, well, not an STC 1000, but a WH7016, which is basically the same thing but only does hot or cold, not both. It's a temperature controller, and it's took place of the obsolete thermostat. So we now have control over what range we want to chill. At the minute it's set up as per the specs of the thermostat. So that's another little project out of the way. At the minute I'm messing around with my old pumps that I picked up, fonts, whatever you want to call them. The bit the bear comes out of, the most important bit in the bear line, is the end piece. One of them's knackered, it's got a little fracture around the thread. I think I've got another old one I can fit into. It's been a bit of a doom from the start off, this one. It's careful I don't drop it. One of the old strongbow pumps, got the 1/2" thread, but it uses 5/16 pipe. The other ones are all 3/8. So I've got two to recondition, as it were. I'm going to strip them all, and so I've got to buy a little bit of 5/16 because all I've got is a shitload of 3/8. And I presume they obviously warm it up with hot water, probably a hot melt gun or something, to get that angle through, and then the tap goes in on the end of that. Some of them haven't got a lot of room inside, but we'll sort that one out. Old bears, talking old bears, I think Dave at Cheshire Homebrew mentioned something about the older bears. What was my oldest beer, other than those ones I've just picked up and some of the old stuff I get from work. I did have, I think they were 2009 or 20 something or other, Carling cans from work. We don't sell Carling, but we do stock it for a specific customer. And God knows how long they were actually cloudy in the tin. Still tasted shit like normal Carling does, just cloudy. But this should be, as you can see, my detailed labelling, so I know what's in the box. Where are we? Whenever I started homebrewing and brew tubing, which is at least 3 years ago, because I know when Kevin Clements done his 4-year, I think. Oh, it made me look, I'm waffling, aren't I? It made me look, and I'd passed the 3-year mark February time. So 3-year-old triple. Ooh. That was a bit of, well, not a damp squib, that actually went off like a fire extinguisher. The rubber seal stuck to the top of the bottle, and that just jetted out the side. I think that was probably a shot. I hope this is the Belgian triple. That might be one of the old dodgy beer kits. Looks a bit dark for a Belgian triple. Who knows? It's got a head like a Belgian triple. Doesn't smell. I've got an idea that might be the other half of my 9% triples. Not triples. Triples on the brain. Oh, what I had the other week. The smash beer. Yeah, not a triple. Doesn't taste like the smash beer either. I think this is one of the Finlander winter ale kits, because it's got that tang to it, like chewing on a dusty curtain. Not a great beer. But we've opened it now, so I'll have to dig the triples out for another time. So yeah, the beer line chiller what's it is done. It also gave me opportunity to spray stale beer from the coils all over the floor and the carpet in here, because they were marked up wrong, and I decided to blow down the pipes and eject a load of old stale beer or cider. So I have a slight vinegary aroma. So I did rig up my beer line cleaner out of the old brand new garden sprayer and hook it up to a corny connector and a little bit of line and pump through, clear them out, which also gave me an opportunity to test the beer taps, hence me finding out we've got the leaky one. So that's now cleared that project up and left me with a space on the table down here. So it's time to recap on the Herm system. So I'll show you what 500 quid's worth of components buys you. Yeah, so we've got the pumps, the solid state relays, various couplings, and I'm still in the bags. I've got some big washers for the heating elements. I think that's for the heating elements. No, it's for the I got that one there, which is a sight glass for one of the boil kettles. I've got another one. Not part of the build, obviously. This is a bottle washer I bought from one of the suppliers, and I just noticed, if I can find it, there's a frigging crack in it. I don't know whether the camera's going to pick it up. Yeah, just there. There you go. All the way through. That's 75% through on the inside. I should think if you got a microscope it would be all the way through. Which is the adapter to fit it in your sink tap head. Although I have gained a stainless steel one of these with the T500 still, so I'm not too bothered. And when I was going to build the shed, I'm going to have a washing machine valve on there anyway, so that bit's surplus anyway. But there we have it. Let's put you back on the stand. That's better. So in between all of those bits that I've been keeping a list of, for anyone that's not too new to the channel, if you're still watching, I bought all these components over the space of about a year, bar the odd little purchase, just in case sort of purchase. So my next plan with this is to basically, I've got to sort out the back plate on the box and a new top piece. I've got the metal, so it's just a matter of cutting and drilling. Then I'm going to mask up the front panel and actually work out the layout, where everything's got to go and where the holes have got to be cut, so that I can find out everything's out of the way of the inner door frame and hinges and locks and things. Don't end up going cutting a hole and then discovering the item you've just fitted is in the way of the lock or something. So that'll be a round to it sort of job. Got some other bits in the tubes coming down for other bits and pieces for the camera, and got one of those little poor man's GoPros coming. The SJ Cam, SJ4, whatever the feck it is. Anyway, I will bore you no longer for this week. I'll fill you in next week's bargains or whatever, and I'll pretend I'm enjoying this beer. Well, the rest of these will be going. Right. See thee later. Oh, accent challenge video coming up soon.